Okay, so I'm just doing a diagnostic video. I'm taking a look at this Samsung dryer. Issue is it is not heating, and I just pulled it apart, take the cover, and you could already see by the amount of buildup of lint that I'm seeing in the unit, I definitely can already tell that the vent in the back of the dryer needs to be cleaned all the way to the exterior. Usually goes on top of the roof. In here is pretty clean. This is where the filter sits. But even if you do a pretty good job and clean this filter, you can see how clean in there looks. And do a pretty good job. Even if you do a pretty good job and clean this filter every time you do laundry and stuff, you still need to clean the duct going to the exterior. Looking in here, I can definitely see there's signs of a fire already. You see all these burned pieces. This is a fire that had started in here. Look how thick this is. So I'm glad that the fire went out. But there was a fire started inside the dryer. You could definitely see it. I don't know if the homeowner at one point smelled anything that was smoldering or smell smoke. Look at that burned wire. See the wire all burned, and that is from not having the unit maintained and serviced. This thing is a fire hazard, and if you don't maintain and service it according to the manufacturer recommendation, you could really be putting yourself at risk. So I'm going to finish taking this apart, then we're going to take a look inside. Alright, so now I got the drum out and we could actually see what was going on. So this is the heating element assembly, and let's take a look. Look at all that. This whole thing was on fire. This actually gets as hot as your stove in the kitchen. So all this lint and that heating element is not really. Look at that burned up wire right there. And the wire burned up right there, so prevent any further issue, I'm going to recommend replacing the wire and harness. The heating element assembly, and you could see all the lint there that's building up inside the dryer. All of that has to be come out. That's why it's very important to have your dryer duct to the exterior vacuum and clean at least once a year. 2 years the max, depends on usage. So that's what's wrong with this unit. Caught on fire on the interior due to excessive lint buildup and lack of maintenance. So now it needs a little bit more extra work to be done. All right.